Hello, this is Dr. Mehdi, and I'd like to welcome you all to week 3 of our course, Management 2530. I've talked to many of you on the phone about the assignments, so I wanted to review a couple of things with you via video so that you'd have a good idea of what's expected. First of all, the chapter research assignments. These are 1 page. The citations that I am referring to are in the text. So in other words, as you are writing your 1-page paper to answer the questions that are in the assignment, you are citing your work from the book. The authors of the book are Robbins and Judge, not Judge and Robbins, not Robbins. Robbins and Judge. You are then to pick one other resource and include that in your paper. So you have 2 sources, 1 paper, you cite your work. I know it's confusing because what happens is all these places that tell you this is how you do APA, they tell you this is how you put citations at the end of your work. They're references. References is the term for the citations that are put at the end of your work. These are not the citations that are put in your paper. Please review the information that I have. I have a module set up. It's called APA Help and Samples. I'm going to review. I'm looking at it here on my other screen, so bear with me. There's the APA 6th edition. That's a video I just put out there. You need to watch it. Let me know if it's helpful to you. I went through it. It tells you how it goes through. It's really cool. The things appear on the video as he's explaining them to show you how to complete an in-text citation. There's the Management 2530 sample term paper. I want you to start looking at that. I'm going to be putting some things out this week about the term paper. There's a rubric I'm going to put out there. I'll probably add it to the APA Help and Samples. I don't know. I got to see. I don't want to put it somewhere where you're looking all over for it either. I'll probably also put it in the module when it's due, but I think that might be a good idea. Just put it in the APA Help and Samples section so that everything is in one place and you're not going all over trying to find things. The sample paper is exactly... Now, when I say exactly, oh boy, I have to watch my words. It's a good representation. So the outline is accurate as far as the headings, the titles, how it's put together, the references at the end, the cover page. There's no abstract. This was a sample paper that a student turned in. Please know it's not necessarily a 200-point paper. But what I'm trying to show you is how I want you to format and set up your paper. There's also a template that I have out there for the paper. This is in that same section. There's a cheat sheet. There's an APA Made Easy. I've got everything out there you need to be familiar with APA. Please do not send me work with your citations and the heading Works Cited. That's MLA. That is not APA. I'm being emphatic with this because I've got 40 people doing the wrong thing. It's taking a lot of time from me. It's taking a lot of time from you to have to resubmit. So what I'm doing for the first 2 weeks, that's chapters 1, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to give you the opportunity to resubmit your work and do it correctly as far as APA. But know and realize this is not here I just type out the definitions from the book and I'm done. That's not why I'm giving you 25 points. I'm giving you 25 points for analysis, for your thoughts, for your critical thinking, for your answering the question, how is this helping me? How is this doing whatever you're asking in the question? Okay? How is this making a difference in the world of organizational behavior? Put on your consulting hat and write it as if a company came in and said, okay, this is what we're doing. How is this going to make a difference to what's going on. And write your papers from there. I want to see your opinion, your citing of your citing, your use from resources, and then your opinion. Kind of like a sandwich. This is how the paper should be written. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, call me on a weekend and we'll talk through it. Or call me in an evening and we'll talk through it. It's very important because, like I said, the paper's 200 points. People are going to lose 200 points if they write their papers the way they're writing these written assignments. Okay? So there is no such thing as MLA in this class. If that's what you used in high school, you need to learn APA. I don't want you to just say, I think this, I think that. Another thing is, according to the book, according to the text, I'm scratching those out of your writing. APA tells you to cite the authors, not the textbook. So you don't say things like, according to our textbook, Organizational Behavior by Robbins and Judge. According to Robbins and Judge, parentheses, 2017, comma, da-da-da-da-da-da, and finish your sentence. Okay? Those are some of the things I'm seeing. Somebody turned in a match game with the terms and the letter next to it. I gave them a 0. I know there was an issue with the formatting, and I fixed that. I re-uploaded the correct ones. The responsibility is on you to submit the correct one. If you're past the due date, send me an email. I'll open it up so you can get it in. Now, this is only for the first 2 weeks, okay? I'm working with you because I want you to do well. This is how I teach. But I'm here to tell you that this is week 3 now, and I apologize. I know I'm behind with grading, but that's because I'm taking such detail to what I'm telling everybody, because I'm not just going to give you 25, 25, who cares if they learn how to write? And then people will say, well, this is not a writing class. You need to learn how to write in a business college. It's irrelevant if the course is about writing or not. It's about communicating and articulating your thoughts on paper and in person. Now, I don't have the means to do that with you here, but it's a thought. It's something that we may do in the fall class. I don't know yet. But this is something right now. We've got 8 weeks. The other thing, and bear with me, because again, I'm trying to find out information. I know I threw y'all into Canvas, and that's another reason why I'm working with you. We're all learning Canvas together. The midterm is week 4, so it's a week from this Monday, week from tomorrow. I'm trying to coordinate to get Respondus Lockdown Browser downloaded. I know there's a spot in Canvas, you'll see it, it says Lockdown Browser, where you can download the browser, but I have to find out about the monitor because we're going to use the monitor. I have noticed that in my online classes, the percentages on the exams are higher. And I'm sorry, that tells me that students are cheating. Because they have the book in front of them, they have all their notes, they have all the PowerPoints, and they have 2.5 hours to complete an exam. So they're getting higher grades than the students that are face-to-face, and that's not fair. So I'm going to make sure that the only thing you have in front of you is your 1 page of notes, front and back, 8.5 by 11, and you take the exam in Respondus. That's just fair to everybody who's on site as well. If there's anything else that you have questions on, let me know. I'm trying to think of all the things that I've been trying to coordinate this week and I've been handling for you. So no APA, look at the APA modules. Oh yeah, the assignments for week 2, I extended them to the 21st. And that was my fault, my bad. All the items were published, but you have to publish the module itself or all the items that are published don't show, and I didn't realize that. So that was my fault. That's why I extended 2 more days for the items in Module 2. Notice you'll see that the lecture materials, the PowerPoints, are available until June 2nd. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that, but I wanted to make it so that you could study up until the time you take the exam. I think if you take it with Respondus Lockdown and the monitor, you'll be okay. Because I don't want students to obviously be able to use the PowerPoints as they take the exam. So if there's anything you haven't turned in yet for week 2, you have till Monday at midnight. Yes, that would be the 21st. So you have till Monday at midnight. Please don't email me any assignments. I will not take them. I think there's one student that is special. I had her email me her assignment. That's it. One person. Don't email me and say, oh, well, it was closed, so I'm uploading. Nope. I'm not even going to look at it. It has to be in Canvas. The reason being is that this is what gives me a trail, and you a trail, to know exactly why you got the grade you got. So if anybody challenges a grade, they can go right into Canvas, see everything that's in there. You can go in, see everything that's in there, and you know exactly why you got the grade you got. Okay? So there's a lot going on this week. I'm working on Respondus Lockdown Browser and the monitor. Getting the midterm exam together because it will not be the same exam. I'm finding too that students are sharing exams on websites. So again, that's cheating in case nobody told you. It's inappropriate behavior. So I'm going to make sure that that doesn't happen by creating a brand new exam. So if you have an old one from this class, oh well, it's wrong. And that will be something I'm working on this week as well. It will be multiple choice. So again, you'll have your one page of notes front and back. You can type them, you can write them. It doesn't matter. Fit as much as you can on that one sheet of paper. Okay? What else? Yeah, and then I'm going to put out the things for the paper, the research paper. And we don't have much time, so I want you to start thinking about the research paper. I'm going to put the rubric out there, and I think I'll put it, like I said, in the APA help and samples, just so that you know it's all in one place. That will tell you exactly what you have to include in the paper. So between the rubric and the sample paper that I have out there, that's a wonderful indication of what you need to do. The other thing that I do, just to give you a heads up, if you get to the point where you have, somewhat of a pseudo outline for the paper, you've kind of filled in some spots, and you want me to review it, I will do that. But you have to let me know ahead of time and say, Dr. Mehdi, I'm going to be sending you my paper. Is it okay? Will you please look at it for me? And I will do that for you. Okay? The other thing I wanted to add is that if you notice in the chapter assignments or research that I'm giving you to write on, I indicated I don't want to see any outlines. That means I don't want to see any outlines. So don't list me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't list me A, B, C, D, E. Don't send me bullets. I want complete whole sentences in paragraph format. I will give you a 0. This is to help you write your paper. So please, I know you probably think, oh, she's being so strict. I'm doing it for a reason. If you learn anything from this class, you will learn how to function in an organization and you will learn how to write. And that's the way I approach it. I want you to learn because it's not just about getting the points for the paper. It's about learning how to articulate what you think, why you think it, critical thinking, consulting of sorts. This is what's going on. This is my solution. You know, there's people that can't do this. So it's really going to behoove you, being that you're in a business school, to say, okay, this is what I need to do. I've got to learn how to do this. I'm going to do it. I will work with you every step of the way, but I need you to take that first step yourself and really put your heart and soul into writing in APA. Let me know if you have any questions. For many of you, I know English is a second language, and I appreciate that 100%. But please let me know ahead of time so that we can work together and get through everything so that you have an A paper. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to get on the Ask My Professor again. I know there were people out there saying, I can't access Module 2. What's going on? I can't either. And I apologize for that. I was totally oblivious to that going on. So I will be more diligent and make sure that you guys are covered. And don't worry, even if I do forget something or I don't have something covered for you, I will take care of it. I'll extend deadlines as I did this week. Okay? I'm here for you guys. Please be here for me. Let's work through this together. We'll get through Canvas. We'll get through the course. You're all going to get an A. That's it. Be motivated. I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.